A dream last night where I saw that there was a huge field filled with hundreds and thousands of people. Uh, there were men, women, children, people from all age groups. But their condition was very, very chaotic. They were running helter skelter, one place to another. And I was there and I was trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Then I saw Maulana with his team, and then I realized that I was a part of that team, and the rest of the crowd, which was in a chaotic condition, was on the other side. And this scene continued for at least 15-20 minutes. And my understanding about the whole activity was there that there is going to be something really either disturbing, could be an earthquake, or these people are in a major uh, problematic situation, but they are not finding out a way. And all of a sudden, I see one of our team members, Priya Malik, uh, between that group and our team, Maulana's team. Maulana point out towards that group and tell Priya that he doesn't tell anything, he points out towards that group. And it is understood that he was telling this thing to Priya that you need to address these people. So she takes a few steps towards that crowd, tries to say something to them, but she's not able to do that. She feels helpless. Maulana looked at her and she looked at Maulana, and then the scene ends over there.
With reference to the class which happened in the morning. And after attending the class in the morning, I have come to realize that I have been wasting my life so far, and that I, after knowing this message, uh, have no justification to waste my time. And that many a times I do waver, and many a times I don't remain on the straight path perhaps, but I think I will have to um, keep reviving the faith that I have discovered. So this is what I have realized today.
You finished?
Hmm.
Teresa?
After coming to this mission, I feel I have understood Islam for the first time. Although I felt I knew Islam before, but only after coming here have I really understood it, and daily I'm trying to get a deeper understanding of it. But the one thing that is clear is that through this mission, I have found a purpose of life and a direction in which I can lead my life till I die. And I just thank God that He's helped us to become part of this mission. And hope we can fulfill our responsibilities.
Inshallah.
After coming, after associating myself with the CPS mission, I've realized that this is the only thing which, this is the ideology which is presented over here, is the only ideology which can satisfy any human being. Because I was reading Bertrand Russell's life of late, and I realized that what he undertook various activities in his life, from politics to philosophy to science, physics, and in his, after every activity which he undertook, he's confessing the fact that always he always felt that there was a void in him. He always wanted to direct himself to a much more dominant purpose, but he always failed, and he died in utter despair. And after coming to this mission, after being satisfied, after realizing Dawa work as my concern, and after understanding paradise and the concept of God scientifically, I've understood that this is the thing which Bertrand Russell and various other intelligent people of his sort were yearning for, and they could not find it. Now, since I've realized it deeply, I also want to spread it to everybody else who is who's yearning for it.
Jazakumullah.
I would first like to start my talk. I would like to pray to God first that the team, the CPS team, that He helps the CPS team to fulfill the mission of Dawa. He helps all of us in fulfilling the job which we all have undertaken, which is Dawa work. I feel that each one of us in the team has some special ability. This team, if you look at this team as a whole, you will find that each one of us has some special ability, and we have been really handpicked to do our job in this mission. I feel that I could be useful in organizing things. That's my forte, and I would be helpful. I would be very useful in organizing the office, the work in the office, as well as helping each other, helping the team to go forward in this mission. This is the role which I feel I have for this mission at the moment, and rest we should all put in our maximum efforts in fulfilling this mission.
इस मिशन से जुड़ने के बाद अब मुझको ख़ास तौर पर दो चीज़ों का बहुत ज़्यादा उसका एहसास हो रहा है, और दो चीज़ों की दरियाफ्त हुई है। एक तो खुदा की शूरी मार्फत, यानी पहले मैं दलील की सतह पर खुदा को जानता था सिर्फ कि खुदा की मौजूदगी की ये दलील है, खुदा की मौजूदगी की वो दलील है, लेकिन वो मेरी फितरत का हिस्सा नहीं बना था। इस मिशन में जुड़ने के बाद पहली मरतबा अब मुझे महसूस हो रहा है कि मुझे किसी दलील की ज़रूरत नहीं है। खुदा को मानने के लिए, आखिरत को मानने के लिए किसी दलील की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बल्कि मौलाना ने हमारी फितरत को इतना ज़्यादा जगा दिया है कि हमारी फितरत अपने आप खुदा की दलील बन गई, किसी भी दलील की ज़रूरत नहीं है। तो इसमें फ़र्क ये है दलील की सतह पर पाने में खुदा को और फितरत की सतह पर पाने में, कि दलील की सतह पर जब आदमी पाता है तो उसमें वो शक आता रहता है, लेकिन जब फितरत की सतह पर पा लेता है तो फिर आदमी अपने आप को कैसे झुठला सकता है। तो फिर खुदा के वजूद में, आखिरत के वजूद में किसी चीज़ में कोई शक बाकी नहीं रहता। खुदा का वजूद भी उतना ही यकीनी रहता है जितना खुद मेरा वजूद, आखिरत का वजूद उतना ही यकीनी रहता है जितना खुद इस दुनिया का वजूद। तो जो मौलाना ने लिखा था पहले मैं उसको समझ नहीं पाता था, अब मैं समझा कि मौलाना ने लिखा था कि जब आदमी खुदा को पाता है तो कायनात का ज़र्रा ज़र्रा उसको खुदा की दलील बन जाता है उसके लिए। अब समझ में आया कि उसका मतलब क्या था, कि हमारी फितरत बिल्कुल जाग गई है,
तो हर चीज़ में हमको खुदा नजर आता है। यानी कभी कभी दिल ये पुकार उठता है कि खुदाया अगर तू नहीं है तब भी मैं तुझको मानता हूँ। ये इतनी मीनिंगफुल कायनात है, कैसे हम उसको एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं। और दूसरी चीज़ जो मुझे मिशन से पहले मेरे पास नहीं थी कि शुक्र का एहसास, कि अब मैं सोचता हूँ कि मैं नहीं सकता। मैं सोचता हूँ कि मेरे लिए ऑप्शन सिर्फ ये रह गया है कि मैं सिर्फ इस्तग़फ़ार करता रहूँ, यानी खुदा से मग़फ़िरत मांगता रहूँ। जब भी शुक्र करता हूँ किसी चीज़ को लेकर तो ऐसा लगता है कि मैं उसको घटा रहा हूँ, खुदा की नेमत को घटा रहा हूँ। मसलन किसी खुदा की कोई नेमत जब मैं इस्तेमाल करता हूँ, पानी, हवा, खाना पीना, तो ऐसा अब एहसास हो गया है, ये मौलाना की डायरेक्ट तरबियत का नतीजा है कि ऐसा लगता है कि मैं कोई जुर्म कर रहा हूँ, कि मैं इसका मुस्तहिक नहीं था, मैं खामखा के लिए इसको यूज़ कर रहा हूँ। तो अब मैं पाता हूँ कि मैं तो सोचता हूँ कि मेरे लिए चॉइस यही है कि मैं सिर्फ इस्तग़फ़ार करता रहूँ बस। शुक्र तो बहुत ऊंची चीज़ है, मैं कर नहीं सकता। तो ये दो चीज़ें मैंने पाई हैं, खुदा की फितरत के सतह पर खुदा की मार्फत और खुदा का शऊरी शुक्र करने का तजुर्बा।
God oriented life. I was living it on my own whims and fancies. And I don't know what God saw that He made me a part of His mission. And if I falter at all in not discharging my responsibilities, then I have no justification to show my face to God the day I die and reach there.
अब तो सभी को भी आप टीम मेंबर सोचते हैं, कुछ आपको बताना होगा।
हाँ, इनके लिए हम ये कह सकते हैं बहुत डेडिकेटेड वर्कर है टीम के।
माशाल्लाह।
सबसे पहले आते हैं, सब कुछ सेटिंग करते हैं।
माशाल्लाह।
मेक्स श्योर दैट एवरीथिंग गोज अकॉर्डिंग टू प्लान।
Also, I also want to add another. Recently, he went to Kashmir. He had to do some shooting there. So he went there and he distributed our pamphlets there.
माशाल्लाह।
And somebody also responded. He mailed him back saying that he would want to know more about the mission.
माशाल्लाह।
So he directed him towards
माशाल्लाह।
CPS.
Given to cricketers.
Yeah.
माशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह।
Well, I'll also add something, but in the last because the camera is
ठीक ठीक।
telling that something.
चलिए साहब, अब किसकी बारी है?
I had a dream that we are sitting in a big lush green park and it's all greenery all over and it's a very big huge park and there is a CPS dean sitting very coolly and calmly and Maulana is giving his lecture and around CPS team there are people who are running here and there, going haywire, just running for no rhyme or reason. They're in absolute state of confusion. But only CPS members, the team, is sitting calmly, quietly, without being concerned about what is happening around. And Maulana is giving a lecture. And we are coolly and calmly listening to it. And the coincidence is that Khalid Bhai and me had a dream today only. So that was, I think, God sent dream that CPS team, if is with the mission, will be cool and quiet and calm, but will be accountable and responsible as well. So that was the dream. But what I want to say is that after coming to CPS, I have realized existence of myself consciously. Because earlier I don't know where I was, and I'm really amazed at how I was living my life. wasting my time, like Sabia said. But now I realize that my conscience is awake and I've realized God, and each and every action I think, at least once I think that what am I doing? So my conscience is awake now and I feel I am in communion with God, like I'm responsible and accountable for every action. So the I think it has become a part of, like it is said in the corporate world, it is like become a part of the DNA. Our work has become a part of our DNA, and we have to do our responsibility and are accountable for it, and we have to do it. And this is what tricks every CPS member's mind now, if we are not able to do, because it has become a part of the consciousness. And earlier I used to think that the people I love the most are my parents. But now, after coming to CPS, I think that the CPS team members and Maulana have become the only concern, and they are behind it. So this has been a changeover in my life.
Jazakumullah.
Since my childhood days, I was always a very religious person. I believed in God, but I would say that that was a wrong number which I was dialing at that point of time. And at the same time, I grew up but not having peace of mind. I think the reason was that I had not discovered God, and therefore I did not have peace of mind. But when I joined CPS, I discovered God and also got that peace of mind which I didn't have earlier. I I've also realized that life is a very serious affair, and one cannot take it casually, especially when the truth has been communicated. And I also realized that once when I had gone somewhere and I took a joyride, which was a very safe joyride, but when I sat for it, I feared that if something happens to me while taking that joyride, if I get crippled or if I die, I will be raised up as a person who died taking a joyride. And I thought that if at all I have to die doing dawa work and not taking joyride. So I think for a believer, this world is only a responsibility, and we cannot afford to be non-serious about life now. And I really fear that I don't see that day when I fall astray, or the angels do not let me in the gates of paradise. So now my mission is to communicate to others about the truth and help them cross over.
क्या हुआ?
Aisha,
चलिए सर.
After coming to the classes and joining the CPS, I have consciously realized the creation plan of God. Now, this creation plan of God has become my mindset, and it has released me from all kinds of tensions and frustrations. When I'm away from all kinds of tensions and frustrations, I'm able to prioritize my duties and activities and also develop my intellect. And now this has also become a mission with me that Dawa work is to be done at the first priority, and the rest is secondary priorities. So Dawa work has become the purpose of my life, and this is what we have to do till our death.
It also began with a dream that I saw. The three of us saw the dream of this park. So I also saw the dream, and Rajiv bringing tea for us. So it means it was all God planned. And I have been, because I have been translating Maulana's books for so long, so I was aware of this mission, but I had never been as serious as I am now because of attending all these classes and all the. We have discovered the importance of the life we have been given in this world. Otherwise, we were wasting our time because of not knowing the importance and our responsibilities. So, reason or the logic that is being given to us, so everything is becoming so clear to us. And just like Maulana Gatwan said, that it has become now a part of our nature, our unconscious self. Now we don't need a reason or logic. Now it has become very, very clear that until and unless we don't we don't try our best to usher others into paradise, we can't ask God to give us paradise. On what logic? So it has become of an utmost importance that we should become more and more sincere and more serious and do our best to spread the word of God, and alongside it we have to continuously prepare ourselves for dawa work, because we need uh, very very we need proper training to become dais. And earlier, because I was very quiet, I didn't go, I was not very outspoken, and so I did not talk to people. So now I'm seeing a change in my life, that I go out of my way and go and talk to people and distribute the books to them. So this shows that we are making progress towards this missionary life. Just one point.
Yeah, sure.
So there was, I saw the difference when we came here, and we saw this beautiful surrounding, beautiful park, nature, peace, and this beautiful house. So I saw that none of us were just carried away by the house or by the furniture or by all these things. We were all talking of our mission, of our responsibilities, and of paradise. It all reminded us of paradise. So that was a very good way to know the difference between the CPS people and other people.
I would like to add my own journey and experience to the whole thing. It was the year 2001 when three of us, Rajat, Priya and I, came to Maulana. At that point of time, when I introspect and retrospect rather, there was a huge restlessness in my mind, because before that I had studied a lot of scriptures, particularly mythological scriptures, across various cultures, occults, belief systems, philosophies. Didn't get a rational explanation to the purpose of life and creation. And when I came to Maulana and CPS came into existence, this association, this training, or I would say this mission helped me develop on three important aspects of my life. Number one, my work. I would like to share this thing because most of us are working, and I feel that this little bit experience can help others also understand that aspect. Earlier I used to think that whatever we do, our efforts, our actions, our chase for the better job, better position, can only decide our fate. but never thought of enhancing my skills, developing myself intellectually, and focusing on my excellence, whatever I could have done. Maulana made me realize first time that if there is a failure in your career, then instead of blaming others or looking at other negative areas, enhance your skills, develop yourself technically, which I applied and it paid me in a big, big way. So, I want to tell that people who think that by doing things on their own or by probably analyzing the whole corporate culture, they can reach the ladders of success. I would say that the formula which Maulana taught me, that always introspect and identify that there was something, some lacuna or a problem or a shortcoming or could be a lack of a skill in you, introspect within yourself. So that was a 100% successful formula, and I would say that people in the working atmosphere can benefit from that. So it has helped me a lot, number one. Number two, intellectually, because I got in touch with him and got the opportunity to travel to a couple of places, and then I've been an active member of his team. So CPS activity, CPS Dawa mission gave me an opportunity to interact with people, to understand their psyche, to understand their void, to understand what bothers them, and how to look for a penetration point. So it gave me another experience that Dawa is something which not only can help you understand life in a better way, but it is an internal nutrition for your own intellectual being, for your own spiritual being. Three, third point which I have benefited from CPS in a major way is that earlier I used to think that my internal self is not getting satisfied because I'm not getting the opportunities in my life. But CPS ideology under Maulana's guidance gave me a different perspective of life, that I look for thrill in Dawa work. My work, my activities for my sustenance is only for just earning a livelihood and apply my mind, whatever betterment can be done over there, I look for that. But looking for ecstasy, looking for thrill, I don't seek it in work or in corporate culture. That comes from people when I interact with them, when I understand that how much ignorance they have gathered, how much clarity they need, and when I interact with them, I reach out to their understanding, distribute Dawa literature. When I talk to them, it stimulates me internally. So that stimulation is so thrilling that I would say my experience is once I have tasted it, it, it just put me on my toes and I go on and on. The more I interact, more thrilling experience it becomes. So Dawa work has become a part of my nature now. I don't think, I don't have to think that I have to do Dawa work. If I look at a person, if I talk to a person, the first thing comes to my mind is how to identify a particular thought which can be a penetration point to this person. So it has become a habit to me now, not a activity where I need to think that I have to do this thing. Third thing, which is very important, that Maulana's contribution as a mentor, as a spiritual master, as a guide, is beyond words. The kind of direction, the kind of guidance I got from him, I feel if I had not got in touch with him and not got all this experience, I would have wasted my life, time, energy, everything in the dark. So I owe everything to his intellectual wisdom, his spiritual wisdom, and and it is a matter of further responsibility to me that whatever I have learned from him, I feel restless and I feel that I should share it with maximum people, and that has become a part of my life as a mission.
जज़ाकुमुल्लाह।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मैं जब 10th या 11th क्लास में था तब अल रिसाला निकलना शुरू हुआ। तो मेरा काम ये होता था कि मैं उसे छपाता था और पोस्ट कराता था। आपा उसकी कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस वगैरह हैंडल करती थी। तो उस वक्त से हमने पढ़ना शुरू किया, प्रूफ रीडिंग के तौर पे या और किसी वजह से। तो ये सब चीज़ें जहन में उस वक्त से आ गई थी और सालों तक हम लोगों ने पढ़ा इसे, किताबें पढ़ी, रिसाला पढ़ा। लेकिन जब से CPS शुरू हुआ और क्लासेस अटेंड करनी शुरू की, मेरे ख्याल से जैसे मौलाना ज़कवान साहब ने कहा कि फितरत हमारी उस वक्त जगी कि दावत की अहमियत का अंदाज़ा अब हुआ और प्रैक्टिकल तौर पे कि इस मिशन को किस तरह आगे बढ़ाना है, लोगों को किस तरह दावत देनी है। मैं अक्सर अपने जेब में रियलिटी ऑफ लाइफ रखता हूँ, चाहे वॉक करने के लिए जाऊँ या किसी शॉपिंग के लिए या कहीं भी कोई मौका मिलता है तो फ़ौरन उसको पेश करता हूँ। एक साहब को मैंने लोधी गार्डन में दिया रियलिटी ऑफ लाइफ, तो अगले संडे मिले वो, तो उन्होंने कहा कि आई रीड द बुक एवरी डे। उन्हें इतनी पसंद आई। एक बार मैंने अदनान की टीचर को दिया रियलिटी ऑफ लाइफ, तो उसने फ़ोन करके मुझसे कहा कि एवरी वर्ड ऑफ दिस बुक शुड बी रिटन इन बोल्ड। तो इस तरह से अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह दावत की जिम्मेदारी का एहसास हुआ और कोशिश है कि इसको बेहतर से बेहतर तरीके से आगे बढ़ाया जाए।
A bit louder.
I also, being from the same line of publishing, what I did was that we distribute say around about 5,000 calendars every year free of cost to schools. So this time I put a reality of life in most of those calendars. Say around about we distributed 4,000 calendars and I put a reality of life in each one of them. And the response which I got from all of them, not even one said that this was, I mean, they all said this is something which should be taught in schools also, that this is the creation plan of God should be taught in schools to children, because this is what is needed to improve the, what do you call, उनकी जिंदगी बेहतर करने के लिए, to improve their life, they should be told to each child from the age of say around about 10th class onwards. 2 weeks back, one of my resident representatives came from Gorakhpur. So he had gone to Azamgarh for some work, which is also Maulana's hometown. And people from Azamgarh have literally requested him for more literature on Maulana. So I'm sending a full bundle for him, for people of Azamgarh, with all of Maulana's leaflets in English. They wanted it in English, so I'm sending all of them in English. And that will be distributed there. And my distributors in Gorakhpur, Azamgarh and Varanasi are going to keep Maulana's literature in their shops and distribute it free of cost to schools. This is which has already started.
MashaAllah.